the CDC opposite the market. Clans Place, Denry Highway. Arlette Supermarket, Soufriere. The Release Stress Bar, Labrie Highway. Cool Joint Bar, Victoria Choiseul. Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop, opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Yes, the best a man can get.
Hello, all realists. Thank you for listening to Real FM. If you'd like to call our studio, here is the number. Call the direct line on 4533911, or you can WhatsApp call on 4879849. Call to participate, win prizes, request music, and interact with our announcers and DJs. Real FM, the People's Station.
Live streaming has become one of the best ways to connect the funeral of a loved one with friends and family, both local and international. NBC Television will live stream your funerals on television and Facebook at a reasonable rate. With our state-of-the-art equipment, you can be assured that the quality of your funeral will be to your satisfaction. Call our office now and book your obituary and streaming with us. 758-453-7458.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Big issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Wonderful Friday afternoon to you, everyone. It is the 14th day of the month of November 2025. This is The Real Issues with me, Shelton Daniel, your host and producer, alongside my co-host for today, Miguel Evelyn Favrier, who has joined us. As we know, Terry Fenelon is not with us on Fridays. It's the end of another weekly cycle of our program, which airs weekdays from 12:30 to 2 p.m. on the radio station Real FM that serves you on two frequencies, 91.3 megahertz for the north and 91.5 for the south. We simulcast on NBC Television, as in McDowell Broadcasting Corporation. That's available on channel 120 via the Flow Cable TV service. We are also on Facebook Live and on YouTube live streaming. I hope you have been having a good day so far. It is a beautiful looking and beautiful feeling day. It's a beautiful feeling season, election season, and right after that we're going to be having the National Day season, Festival of Lights and Lantern competition, and then we'll be having the Christmas, New Year season, the Astor Square. It looks like a continuous stretch of feel-good time, of good times for us here in St. Lucia, especially when we consider the anticipated election outcome, election result. I was just thinking to myself, I think in warfare, there are two different things. One is called an unconditional surrender, which can be a pretty humiliating thing where you don't call any of the shots. You place yourself at the mercy of the victor, and they will determine everything, whether you get to keep all your territory, whether you are, the same country. In other words, you are really in the hands of the conquering or victorious state or parties or states and so on. And there is a conditional surrender, which if you know you're going to lose, but it's a little way off, and you can still do some damage, to the opponent, you can tell them, look, this thing doesn't make sense. How about I give up all the territory that I took before? I keep the one that I had before the war, and we do this and we do that. And, our mines, 10% of all our profits, will give it to you as reparations. This one is less humiliating. It's less destructive in the long term. It's less ruinous to your people and so on. And I was just thinking to myself that perhaps the United Workers' Party, or if not the entire party, but certainly several of its candidates and representatives, whether they should not approach the St. Lucia Labour Party, its leader, its ministers, its candidates, to see whether they can work out a dignified conditional surrender. You know, Ross Clark, you have no chance. Look, they even behaving like they planning on elbowing you aside. You know, you might go nomination, and I think the nomination center is not far from MBC. I think it's at the CSA center and so on. And you might find that they have, a certain orange eater or orange person there that they decide, that they won't even tell you his nomination day that you might find out. Marcella Johnson, what are you doing with yourself? What are you doing with yourself? Oh, your campaign is called Operation Getting My Bones Crushed, Operation Bone Crushing is what you engaged in. Stephen Favre, my good friend, what chance do you have? This is Operation Be Totally Flattened Forever. The heavy roller will just roll over you. Why don't you all approach the respective rivals and opposite members and try to negotiate a dignified conditional surrender? You all don't need to consult with Alan Chasney. Just step forward and say, look, we just don't feel this thing is making any sense. We don't feel that this thing is viable in any way. The long-term reputational and viability damage, because when you're defeated in this kind of way, the political viability after that and so on, your stocks and your prestige and your whatever premium rating, if you ever had it, it goes out the window. It becomes very difficult to reinvent yourself, to relaunch. Same for my friend from long ago. I don't even know if she reminds me in the days when we used to call her Tutu, Liana Johannes, Lady Lee, down in Vieux-Fort and so on. What chance do you have against the St. Lucia Labour Party and Danny the Butcher, who's going to slaughter you? I'm sure he doesn't look forward or relish doing that, but it's what's going to happen when the fellas tell you in Vieux-Fort. Everywhere else they will be counting votes, but they down in Vieux-Fort is way. They're going to way say pese ou ka pese vote. I'm tempted to say the same to Bradley Fulgence. Sean has already told you, PST boy, paravini, vinwashe, adida denri north. That kind of confidence is not arrogance, it's well-founded. Even Chasney is battling for his own political survival. So what I would advise you all, what I would suggest to you all may well cuss me off, Y'all may well cuss me off, but that's okay. That's okay. I would advise you all, please, while there is still something that you all can salvage of your reputations, of your viability, whatever, try to negotiate a dignified conditional surrender. Pull yourself out of this thing. Because the greatest liability that you have is your own political leader. All right? I don't have any
military. Sorry, we're getting a message saying that they're getting some different audio on television. They're seeing you speaking, but you're not getting any audio.
I don't know. We've been having that all for what? For this week, the whole of this week and last week. Either they're not seeing us on the TV, they're not hearing us on the TV.
A movie is over the real issues. Or they're getting audio from a movie over the real issues.
Yeah, I don't know. We've been having that for a while. I don't know what's causing it and so on. Maybe I understand one of the people in the TV was not well, so maybe the switching and so on, it's a little bit taxing for them these days. So let's just wait and see.
I'm a bit naked, so I just had to make sure myself.
Of course.
Sorry about that.
But anyway, Butu, here you are. I don't know if you can serve as a campaign diplomat, as a political diplomat, as one who can go and negotiate with these guys, for a conditional surrender that will keep some of their dignity intact, I don't see why they should go and face this thing. Just on nomination, they just don't show up, don't go anywhere, because this is, it will be less humiliating for them than the kind of humiliation that they face at the polls, that the kind of blunders and boo-boos that their leader, who's supposed to be the one who gives them guidance, who gives them courage and inspiration, but he's making the worst mistakes possible. Do you believe it's a path, a possible path for them that they should, surrender while they still can?
Sheldon, right now I'm on the battlefield, and as far as I see it, they didn't care about our dignity, because if they did care about our dignity as St. Lucians, they would not be supporting the man who tried to steal everything about us as a people, as a country. So if they want to be on that side and continue to stick with Alan Chasney, I don't feel sorry for them at this point.
So you basically are in a mood for total carnage.
Yeah, allow them to drag themselves into a wall like crash test dummies. You know, like I said, if you cared about St. Lucians, cared about our dignity as our people, you would not follow Alan Chasney's doctrines. You understand? Let them go. Let me tell you something. Titus Sprayville, for example, Shelton.
Hold on, we have one of our listeners called Glenda, and I suspect she's calling us about the same television thing. Hi.
What's going on?
Yeah.
How you speak?
What's that? You're on the air live, you know.
How you speaking?
Yeah, where are you watching us?
I just tell I'm watching on TV.
Yeah, we said that. We said that a while. We said that the TV has a problem, and we're looking at it right now.
Oh, okay.
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 All right. Okay.
Okay then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah, I was saying Titus Sprayville, for example, and I think people like Titus need to answer these kinds of things. Wasn't Titus Sprayville a permanent secretary in the Ministry of Commerce in 2015 under Emma Hippolyte? Wasn't it the same 2015? There was the erroneous march. Against the 680 in fuel prices.
Yes.
Who puts out the fuel price build up or the fuel prices every week? Every time there's a review. It's a ministry.
Hold on. I suspect it's people calling us about the same thing. Yeah, but I'm saying it, but the thing is they can't hear because the very well, these are my fans. I have to take the call. Hi, good afternoon. Real Issues.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sheldon. We are not in no trouble.
Yeah. We are aware of it and we've spoken about it. We are working on it right now. Okay. All right. Okay, so we should soon solve it. I mean, what kind of thing is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So I was saying about Titus Sprayville, for example. Is he going to stay there and admit that there was no 680? Or is he going to go along with the lines of Alan Chasney, where they basically accuse the Kenny Anthony administration of hiding a 680? Things like these we need to be looking at, because we can't have someone coming here who wants to represent us, yet he's been disingenuous with his intentions when he knows he was part of that. He was right there within the system, knowing full well that Alan Chasney and crew were lying to us. Is he going to continue along that vein? So if he's going to continue along that vein, they have no regard for us as a people. So by all means, let them drive themselves into a wall and decimate that vehicle that is the United Workers' Party.
All right.
I have no problem in allowing them to hang themselves.
Okay. All right then. So what are we going to do now? Let's take a break. All right. Let's take a break while we work on resolving this matter, because the sad thing is when people are following you on TV and they cannot see or hear you explaining it, they still cannot hear the explanation, because that's where they're following you. So if anyone can let others know, we're having some problem with the TV. The radio is doing just fine. The Facebook Live is doing just fine. The YouTube Live is doing just fine. It's the TV that has a problem, and we are working to get that resolved. Real Issues is on, powered by Blue Waters, with Shelton Daniel and Miguel Evelyn Favre. We'll be back shortly.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Big issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Watch Radio NYC and Night Blink Events proudly presents the 3rd edition of Country on the Water. It's all going down on Sunday, December 7th on board the King of Carnival. Boarding at Obez Seraphim from 10 a.m. Early bird tickets cost $100, regular $120. Featuring your DJs, Selector Jerry, DJ Leroy, DJ Rambo, DJ Bucker, DJ Steve, and the Fabulous Kid. Get those tickets before they're all sold out. For tickets and more info, call up 712-1022 or 728-7828. Sunday, December 7th, Country on the Water. It's not just a boat ride, it's an experience. Don't miss the energy, the vibes, and the ride of the year.
Excuse me, would you mind if I sat down? McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell Vieux4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufrière, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufrière, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Choiseul, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
Hello, all realists. Thank you for listening to Real FM. If you'd like to call our studio, here is the number. Call the direct line on 4533911, or you can WhatsApp call on 4879849. Call to participate, win prizes, request music, and interact with our announcers and DJs. Real FM, the People's Station.
Live streaming has become one of the best ways to connect the funeral of a loved one with friends and family, both local and international. NBC Television will live stream your funerals on television and Facebook at a reasonable rate. With our state-of-the-art equipment, you can be assured that the quality of your funeral will be to your satisfaction. Call our office now and book your obituary and streaming with us. 758-453-7458.
Why are you suffering from aches, pains, and illnesses? When there's help for you. At Health Service Center, we offer a wide range of treatment that has been scientifically proven to help you with your aches, pains, and illnesses. Our ICT machine is one of the most effective devices in the health field. It has shown positive results in many health problems, such as back pains, shoulder pains, migraine headaches, pain in the knees and legs, poor circulation, arthritis, diabetic neuropathy, numbness in the feet, strokes and sports injuries. ICT, repairs, rebuild. The power to heal, the future of pain relief.
From 2021, this country has seen progress. We've seen
The last 4 years have been arguably the best for St. Lucians in recent memory. Our theme was putting people first. And in every facet of national development, national programming, this is what we've done. We've been able to refurbish scores of primary and secondary schools. We've been making massive investments in housing at the community level. And even our hospital infrastructure has received a tremendous amount of investment and resources. The school children have a lot to be thankful for. The elderly folk through the home care program, and even more specifically, how we've been able to enhance the circumstances of pensioners is something that is being spoken about, and it is something that resonates not only on St. Lucian shores, but even in the wider Caribbean. People are speaking very glowingly about our government's intervention in terms of increasing pension and pension benefits. We look after the poor and indigent, but we are the same government that ensures that there is this investment climate and atmosphere where millions of dollars and billions of dollars can come into the country as foreign direct investment to ensure that massive projects are undertaken. And very importantly, it speaks to the level of confidence that people have in this Philip J. Pierre administration.
In the last 4 years, we've seen the implementation of a minimum wage in St. Lucia. We've seen the increase in pensions to individuals. We've seen the most laptops given. We've seen the most scholarships ever given. We've seen the most support given to St. Lucia Fire Service. Most resources in terms of vehicles and equipment given to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. We've seen the Youth Economy Agency, where now young individuals can turn their hobbies and skills into viable employment opportunities. We've seen the most support given to young people in this country. Real care, real protection. That's progress you can count on.
In the last 4 years, St. Lucians can say that they have seen a major improvement in healthcare in St. Lucia. I do think people are extremely happy because our government established what we call a minimum wage. We launched a new hydroponics facility at Union, new technology that will help boost our food security. Bright future ahead for agriculture with the intervention of new technology and getting a number of young persons into the sector.
So far, for over the last 4 years, I have seen tremendous progress in our country. I have seen small businesses surge. I have seen young people opening their own businesses. I have seen a surge in persons getting scholarships. I have seen a surge in the repairs to houses. I have seen a surge in our medical services. I have seen a surge in the way our people have embraced our St. Lucianness. This is progress that you can rely on.
I am Ernest Hilaire, Minister for Tourism, Investment, Culture, Creative Industries and Information. St. Lucia has entered a new chapter, one of record-breaking growth, community empowerment and sustainable tourism. Just a few years ago, our tourism sector was facing unprecedented challenges, but we saw an opportunity and we took it. Today, we are proud of what we've achieved. We are breaking records. Over 450,000 stayover arrivals, over 829 cruise passenger arrivals, thousands of hotel rooms being constructed, over 25 community projects launched across St. Lucia. We are making progress. We are transforming the tourism industry. We are putting St. Lucians first. And for us, it is important that our people participate more in the tourism industry. It's important that our people start owning the tourism industry. We are delivering as we promise. From vibrant carnival expressions to authentic community experiences, we are not just growing, we are growing together.
In the last 4 years, we've seen the implementation of a minimum wage in St. Lucia. We've seen the increase in pensions to individuals. We've seen the most laptops given. We've seen the most scholarships ever given. We've seen the most support given to St. Lucia Fire Service. Most resources in terms of vehicles and equipment given to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. We've seen the Youth Economy Agency, where now young individuals can turn their hobbies and skills into viable employment opportunities. We've seen the most support given to young people in this country. Real care, real protection. That's progress you can count on.
My name is Moses Jean-Baptiste, Minister for Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs. This is how we revived the St. Jude Hospital Reconstruction Project. When we took office, the St. Jude Hospital Reconstruction Project was stalled, just promises and empty shells. Today, the St. Jude Hospital Reconstruction Project is fully on the way. Very soon, by the end of this year, we will have a completely rehabilitated St. Jude Hospital with new facilities, new equipment, new surroundings to serve the people of St. Lucia. Real results, not just talk. That's progress you can see and trust.
I am Philip J. Pierre, Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Economic Development and the Youth Economy, and Minister for Justice and National Security. The numbers don't lie. We have delivered. Previously, economic growth had stalled, unemployment was high, and many struggled to find work. Today, St. Lucia has experienced its highest economic growth in years. Unemployment is at historic lows, and investment has surged, totaling over $3 billion. Real growth, real jobs, real prosperity. That's progress you can measure.
From 2021, this country has seen progress. We've seen 4 steady years of economic growth. We've seen a return of the laptop program. We've seen the implementation of the minimum wage. We've seen the construction of the Northern Divisional Police Headquarters. We've seen the construction of the Miku Jetty. We've seen a lot of leaps and bounds taken in the Ministry of Agriculture. We've seen facilities fees being paid for every student attending secondary school. We've seen a return of the subvention to National Trust. We've seen a return of the distress fund. We've seen a return of the police vote. We've seen so many vehicles unparalleled in nature being given to the police in our effort to fight crime. We've seen the reconstruction of custody suites, which was demolished by the last administration without any iota of justification. I could go on and on, but trust me, this interview is too short for me to really list out all the benefits of having this SLP government in office, led by the man who takes and has the people's interests at heart, the man Philip Joseph Pierre.
Real Issues powered by Blue Waters is on. We took an early commercial break because of some side technical problems that we're having. We are continuing the program, but we want to let you know, although the people who follow us on TV will not get the message because the TV isn't working for them. Yeah, we were not available for the time being on TV, but we continue on radio, Real FM 91.3 North, 91.5 South. We're also available on Facebook Live and YouTube live streaming. And stand by, the TV may pop back into action, but for the time being, it is down. Jaquan, it looks like there's been a significant development. Well, this whole campaign is of significant developments. Andy Daniel on fire on Labour Party platforms, joined by Edmund Estefan, And, you know, whether for Babuno, where their brother, John Paul Estefan, is the man endorsed by Labour to run that seat, or for Dennery South, or the Dennery Valley, where they, you know, Dennery as a whole, where they're from, you know, Edmund Dennery South. Andy Daniel was once a candidate for Dennery North. But it appears that last night at a public meeting in Castries South East, there was a shock, surprise, stunning appearance by somebody who was a close relative to somebody else. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, but let me give you, and Jaquan, I think we'll play that video next, but let me give you a quick briefing. Glenroy Ramjuan, who is Guy's brother, had departed from his support for Guy a long
time ago. Okay.
I think he did make an appearance on Richard's show. Okay. Can I help you one time? But this is the first time I have seen Glenroy in not Labour Party colours, but the symbols and everything, and he has come out on platform and expressed his support for Lisa Joai. And this has been making the rounds on the internet today. I think it sort of broke St. Lucia Facebook today. So I think, Jokwan, we can play that video of Glenroy on Lisa's platform.
Yes.
Or we can get into that in a bit. I think we haven't gotten there as yet.
Is it that you didn't get the video?
And so we can, I mean, but I mean, without having to play the other video, I also wanted to speak about Guy Joseph again while we're on it. And I have said it before and I'll continue to say it again. And those of you who follow me on Facebook would have seen that I posted the video from some years ago where he completely embarrassed himself and St. Lucia on a platform outside. And this wasn't a platform on St. Lucia. That was in Guyana, I believe, where there was a Caribbean Youth Council conference, an AGM, and he, not sure how he became a guest speaker there. But he says, not because you are a youth person means that you guaranteed a seat by the table. You have to earn it. And then right away, I'm so proud of this young man. I think he was Grenadian, who put him in his place right away. And he said, we're not for tokenism. We're not asking for a seat at the table because we are youth, because we are young people. We are asking a seat at the table because we have every right to be a part of policies and decisions that will impact our future and our livelihoods. And Guy's smiling like you could see how he was embarrassed, but he's smiling there. That's because that's all he could have done. And folks, Guy Joseph in his 2006 to 11 to 16, in his 10 years, right? In his 10 years as 15 years as a parliamentarian in the Parliament of St. Lucia. Go to Hansard. Just look for any appearance Guy has made in the Parliament of St. Lucia. He has never uttered one word, one sentence, much less one sentence about youth empowerment, about education, about our young people, what we can do to advance the cause of our young people in society. So this very well should tell you that this is a man who is diametrically opposed to any of Philip J. Pierre's policies at this point, whether it be the youth economy, whether it be our sports policy, whether it be even paying facilities fees at schools. So folks, we're not going back there. But his brother will tell you about him when we eventually get that clip. I don't know if it's ready, Ajay. Okay, so it's not ready as yet. But what we are going to see is Glenroy Ramjuan, his brother, on Lisa's platform, speaking on behalf and in favor of the Labour Party led by Philip J. Pierre.
All right, thank you very much for that, Miguel.
You ready to go and
yeah, so let's say for the next 5 minutes and some seconds, I think it's well worth the time. Guy Joseph's own brother on a platform in Castries South East, expressing support for Lisa Joai, the SLP's candidate, and I suppose making it clear that brothers they may be, he ain't part of Guy Joseph's outfit.
Good night, friends of Labour. Good night to the residents of Forestier. Good night to Lisa Jawahir, the next parliamentary representative for Castries South East. Tonight, my people, I am taking the opportunity to inform you that on Monday, December 1st, I am going down to T. Rocher Primary School, polling division Q2, to cast my vote for Lisa Jawahir, and by extension, the St. Lucia Labour Party. You see, I have observed politics for the last 25 years. I worked 15 years with the others. And about 8 to 10 years ago, I made a decision to abandon that ship. You know why? Because it has sunk. People are saying that they support Flabo. I am asking them the question, where is Flabo? Flabo died with Sir John. What is there is not Flabo. This coming election, I am asking you, my people of Forestier, think before you act. Pay attention to what has happened in St. Lucia over the last 10 to 15 years. Weigh what you find against what has existed over the last 4 years. And if you have a clear conscience, you will understand what action you take on December 1st. Tonight, my people, I want to let you know that I also am from this area. I grew up with Lisa. We attended church together. We did social activities and the works together. When I heard that she was the Labour Party candidate for Castries Southeast, it made my heart glad. It told me that we have a better option to what existed before. And for those of you who don't know, what existed before is my brother. Information reaching me is that there is a problem in Forestier where family members of Lisa, they are being threatened that they are going to be punished if the United Workers' Party gets into office. Let me, standing here tonight, be the testimony that you need. If I am his brother and I can stand here, kisa uni pupe. My brothers and my sisters of Forestier, we have a track record. For the last 4 years, St. Lucia has been on a path of progress. I will tell you nevertheless, I have children. And besides my existence in St. Lucia, my children live right here. And what Labour has set is a solid foundation for myself first and for my children after. The message is clear. This man, Mr. Philip J. Pierre, I would like to meet him one day and shake his hand. Every day I pray that the good Lord extends his life. Let him reach 100 and be as articulate as he is today. Because we St. Lucians would like to see him remain in office for as long as he has the strength. My people of Labour, my people who are being attacked, do not be afraid. Fear is a tool of the enemy. Okay? You have seen the evidence. Lisa is somebody that we can work with. Do not spoil what is going right. On December 1st, follow me to the polling station. Go to the respective polling stations in your area and vote for your candidate, your Labour Party candidate, Lisa Jawahir. If you feel that you're not strong enough, call me. Let me come and assist you in making that move. My people of Forestier, good night. Thank you very much.
Relax.
Miguel, is that the stick for the heart of the vampire? Is that the death blow to the eye?
That's just the first.
Or was he dead already?
He was dead already, man. But if you're a vampire, you're dead already. Yeah? but you notice that the similarity in sometimes the intonation. You hear it in the voice, but you notice a difference in articulation. and you don't get any inkling of any that he's trying to mama guy you, pardon the word. Glenroy, I meet Glenroy off and on. Glenroy speaks from the heart. He's speaking from the heart there because he knows, and Guy has another brother. I suspect if that brother had to vote now, he'd vote against him. But I'm not sure. I hope Rightis is doing well now.
Rightis is the one who's into mechanics and
and the machine shop and it.
Right,
Guy, because from, I wouldn't say wood on the ground, very reliable sources. Guy is going to have to answer to God for his relationship with his brother and his brother's wife, his sister-in-law right now. Guy, listen, this man is hiding. He hiding again because we know he ain't no Christian. We know, this guy is among the dirtiest, if not the dirtiest politician that we have had in our recent history. I'm talking about since independence.
Yes.
This man is unscrupulous. He cares for nobody. His friends are money and himself. Right?
Okay.
So he's going to have to answer to God for his brother Rightis and what's going on over there right now. But I'll say no more on that. But anyway, Glenroy has shown us that not even Guy family want him. So why should we want him? Why? Do you know, those of you who knew Maroc and Guy are closely related too, and she couldn't stand the best bone in him either.
Yeah, okay.
She could not stand the best bone in him. So what does that say? If Guy's brother is saying that he is no good, he is no good. You never heard Claudius Prevost say anything like that about his brother. He speaks about the issues. And I don't think that he would dare disparage his brother on a public forum. But if Glenroy will go as far and tell you that my brother is not good for you and this country, folks, people of Castries Southeast, take heed, take note. The evidence is there before you, and it's not only his brother. We have seen evidence of his behavior in and out of the house, and he hasn't changed.
Okay.
He hasn't changed. Guy's method of politicking is the same as 20 years ago, as the same method as he did 20 years ago. He would just say anything and hoping that it will stick. And this whole maverick behavior, this whole maverick thing, he figures it's attracting people. That doesn't work anymore. We've seen through you. Your actions and your words have all been in line. They've been parallel with each other. The nasty things you said on platform are manifested and have been manifested and reflected in your actions.
All right. What do we do now, Migs?
We can take calls this Friday?
I think we should, because it's Friday. Another 3 days before we together again. So let's allow the people to call and to express themselves, and maybe we can insert a little flyer and something else there and there. But before we do that, how about this, this praise and worship and gospel thing that is scheduled for Vieux-Fort on Sunday? Sunday's a very day when there'll be the handing over of St. Jude.
That's the day we bless
our Vieux-Fort can take so many things on the same day and all this. I know we need blessings for such a momentous occasion, but this is the place where there will be vote, that is there.
Boy, let me tell you.
Lord of mercy. Vieux-Fort. I tell you, Lady Lee, Leanna Johannes, in times past too. I believe there is no embarrassment, no shame, no dishonor in a dignified surrender. I think how do you just surrender? Just go to the butcher and say, please, I'm asking you, I know Christmas is coming, but don't plunge the knife. Don't slaughter me. Don't butcher me despite your name. I think I can't face this thing anymore. It's not making sense. And on nomination day, Lady Lee, just stay home. You don't need to tell anybody your business. Just stay home. There are too many places to hide and so on. Don't go to the nomination center. And I don't think anybody will be mad at you because, the kind of force and power and strength and might that you have ranged against you is just too much for anybody in your situation. Even your leader in Miku South, I don't think he yet has wrapped his mind around the kind of power that is ranged against him there. What about you in Vieux-Fort South? It's even worse. Anyway, let's just play this clip about gospel voices.
St. Lucia, let everything that hath breath praise the Lord. This Sunday, November 16th at 5 p.m., the St. Lucia Labour Party invites you to the Vieux-Fort Recreation Grounds for a national gospel concert in celebration of an historic moment, the completion of the St. Jude Hospital. Experience an unforgettable evening of praise, worship, and thanksgiving, featuring some of the island's most powerful gospel voices and worship teams united to give God the glory for His goodness and grace upon our nation. Come as you are, with hearts of gratitude, voices of praise, and hands lifted high. It's the St. Lucia Labour Party's National Gospel Concert, Sunday, November 16, 5 p.m., Beaufort Recreation Ground. A celebration of faith, progress, and thanksgiving as we give God the glory for the completion of St. Jude Hospital.
Okay. All right, Real Issues powered by Blue Waters. Mix when you see that.
Man, the party want me to go back to my Christian ways, man. Thank you, Philip JP. Philip, you might just force me to come down on Sunday.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something. You know what I'm disappointed in, though? Our hospital is completed. I've seen the tours. I've seen the numerous facilities, but it is missing something. Reno, I'm not sure if it's possible at this point since you're handing over on Sunday, but can we at least have a fringe ICU for their political careers?
A what?
A fringe ICU, an intensive care unit for the political careers of the United Workers
to
Party.
bring the UWP people there.
And one or two independents as well.
A kind of like a little makeshift, you know.
Yeah, makeshift, what they call a field hospital.
Okay, all right, okay. Because you'll need people. I don't know if they need so much as an ICU, you know. I don't know if they'll have breathing problems and heartbeat issues, but I know that people who are into the massage business and the rubbing business, they're gonna need to get a lot of rubbing and a lot of massage.
And maybe some rubbing alcohol too in place of gin.
A lot of fiction and those kind of things.
Frances Rub, we are work for you.
Yeah, the big business that Frances Rub will have too much work for her because people will be feeling like, you know, you're a Gucci and all kinds of things like that will happen to them. That's why I am saying, Lady Lee, don't let it come to that, you know. This is a good time this weekend to surrender, to just say, look, the way I see this kind of thing, it's probably, you know, I don't know if Laura Jean-Pierre, she might be too proud to do the same, but to be up against the president of the People's Republic of Labrie and so on. Laura, I don't know if you even want to go to that thing at St. Jude. It may be a good thing, you know, but keep your hands down, you know. Just keep your hands by your side.
Woman of measure.
Fold them over your chest. When they pray and so on, do not feel tempted to do any kind of hands up, hands down at the same time kind of thing, you know. Alan Chasney visited the hospital, and maybe we don't know the time he visited how shell-shocked he was.
Oh yeah,
you know?
That's why he's had nothing ready
because
to say.
He's probably never been the same since he went inside.
He's
there.
seen a wall, a red wall. But before we take our callers, Shelton, I also want, while St. Jude, as it rightfully should be, is the big thing right now. We have to remember this administration's advancement in healthcare.
Yes.
The fifth finger of the OKEU is coming up.
Yes.
That means more bed space, more services, you know, reliable services to be offered at the OKEU. The fifth finger, which was part of the original plan, remember the United Workers Party government was the one who removed it. That fifth finger. The polyclinic at Grosley is going to be a 24-hour polyclinic. So remember, it's not only St. Jude. Yes, I'm very happy as a southerner myself. I'm very happy that we are getting St. Jude's, and within half the time proposed by the contractor. It was supposed to be a 2-year project. We only finished it in a year, basically.
Okay.
Right? So that's good. But remember that it's not only about St. Jude. We look at our overall healthcare and what Musa, led by our Prime Minister,
and let us not forget that the handing over of St. Jude will clear the way for the stadium.
The stadium to be refurbished.
Because you have people who need to Kudi. You know,
They need
to Kudi. And they need a dedicated place called Kudi. Fellas might come from all the way ancillary countries and they decide ancillary countries don't have enough space. And they might
so why could he for?
Because that's a
Plaskeni. And let's not forget the other wellness centers on the East Coast in Sean's communities. Ancillary, all these are part of a bid to of course to provide universal healthcare to all St. Lucians, but also the quality of healthcare, the standard of healthcare that our people are receiving and they deserve. This Labour Party government is the one that is ensuring that they put all those facilities and systems in place, because you need to have a healthy nation. We must have a healthy nation for us to, when all of us, and what's been happening as part of our, it was part of our CMO's report years ago. The crime, the violent crime, all these are included in terms of our in terms of reducing the health of our nation. Our productive young men who can contribute to society, we've been losing them. So what's about the productive young men and women that we're losing to ailments, to non-communicable diseases? Thank the Philip JP administration and Musa that we have a system and facilities in place so we can deal with those things and ensure that our people are healthy and wealthy.
All right. Real Issues powered by Blue Waters. Let's open the phone lines now. You can WhatsApp call us on 758, the area code, of course. The number, listen carefully, is 487-9849. WhatsApp call us on that. And you can also contact us on the regular landline, which is 4533-911. So we are taking your calls from now, and then we'll take our break when the time comes, and we continue until 2 o'clock. So
somebody says you're all coconuts today. You say coconuts today.
No, I don't call all of them. I call some of them that I think, the body blows will be so bad. We talk about wellness center. How they call the mental place again?
Yeah, the mental wellness center.
It's also called a wellness?
The mental wellness center.
Mental wellness place and so on. We don't want to see that too many of the patients there are people who went through elections and the trauma just became too much for them. So I'm calling on Marcella. I'm calling on Stephen. I'm calling on Rush. I'm calling on... we there. We're hearing you. Go ahead.
Hearing. The Prime Minister.
Hearing.
The day of the election, and you're looking forward for Sunday to go to St. Jude.
Hearing. So don't someone not get a mother hearing now. Hearing.
Oh yeah.
Kiss I got there. Say ba peeling.
We can cast me all the way. Hearing my do we ring.
Kiss on cross la café. Kiss on cross la café.
Clément, il just dit oui, hearing.
Moi do kiss on cross la café. Cross la café. Tout le grave. Peeling. Ça la dit never. C'est ça. Thank you very much.
1st of December.
Yes, I.
1st of December. All right then. Have a nice remainder of your Friday and your weekend. We have a call on the WhatsApp line. Real Issues. Hello.
Bonjour.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good day, gentlemen. Earring.
That's my ringtone, sir.
If you can swing, you can swing. Earring, like you can swing. Gentlemen, I'm so excited. I'm so elated. I'm from the south, and St. Joseph have so much meaning. I mean, to everybody. Everybody was anticipating that, looking forward to that. After 16 years, I mean, that would be a momentous occasion for the people in the south. So many people, unfortunately, did not live to see it. But those who live to see it, there will be history of making equity. Promise and delivered. So he certainly deserves a second term for that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So PJP 2.0 is loading.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hearing. They
Thank you.
got that coming.
Yes, I.
Yes.
Okay, gentlemen. Have a nice day.
Yes.
Sheldon, I'm really hoping that the St. Jude Bazaar will come back as well. I think we should have on December 14th, man. Have a St. Jude Bazaar right there on the grounds. Bring it back. Let's remember St. Jude's. St. Jude as it was, before the fire. Because there's a lot of history of St. Jude and the people. We have anyone on the line, Chikwan? Boy, it ring, Sheldon.
Yes.
My phone, let me tell you, I was on a bus this morning. I was so happy when my phone rang. Earring.
Yes. Hi. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead. Yeah, you're on the air. Go ahead. Hello. You see that's a problem. Yeah, you're on the air. Go ahead. You are on the air. Go ahead. Yeah, cut it off.
We can hear you, caller.
Cut it off. You see, that's a problem. They are following on whatever device that they're listening to us, and the delay is completely throwing them off. And then it just keeps on saying, hello. Yeah, let's take him again. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead. Hello. Hi, the Real Issues, you're on the air.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello, I listened to the recording of Guy's brother. You're just...
I can't hear.
Yeah, I think she cut off. I don't think it's anything to do with us. Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. But save yourself the trouble when you call us. Once you get the line, turn down the volume on your device because the delay and the feedback will put you off. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sheldon.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Shelton. This is the Real Issues. You're on the air.
Good night, Miguel.
Hey, good afternoon, my brother.
Midland.
Sheldon.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Bobby brother.
Whose brother?
Bobby brother. Bobby
Okay. All right, Bobby Maitland's brother.
What's up, man? Boy, yeah, man. Boy, you ring.
You ring.
yeah, man. Boy, I'm very happy of my Prime Minister, boy. Boy, yeah, I'm very, very happy of my Prime Minister. Boy, he has made all of us happy in St. Lucia, boy. I'm very, very proud. And I'm proud to be a Labour supporter. I'm very proud to be a Labour supporter, boy. I couldn't be proud of that, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of Philip Jepier. Yeah, very, very proud. Yeah, and I probably I'm going to be down in Beaufort on Sunday. Yeah, man, I'm very, very proud.
All right.
Okay, my
very,
friend.
Very proud, boy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very proud.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, thank you, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And my Prime Minister need another 5 years, man. Yeah, or even more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's Edison Maitland.
Yes, I know.
Thank you.
I know. Thank you very much, Edison. There is no shame. There is no embarrassment in a dignified, honorable surrender. Some of you who still have a good head on your shoulders, make the moves, indicate that you want to surrender, approach the right people in the St. Lucia Labour Party, whether that be the political leader, whether that be the campaign manager, Mr. Leo Clark, whether that be your direct opponent and so on. Don't let yourself go through this kind of thing.
I didn't know you were a diplomat, you know.
Don't let yourself go through this kind of thing. Negotiate an honorable, dignified surrender, you know.
Never.
And sometimes just don't go for the nomination. Just don't go. Just sit it out. Anyway, we have a call on the line. Real Issues. Yeah, is this one here, right? Real Issues, you're on the air. Hello. Hi, good afternoon. Go ahead.
I need for you all to answer a question.
Yeah, hold on a second. I call on the WhatsApp line. We have somebody on the landline who I think was trying before and she got cut off. Go ahead. It's not. Speak up a bit for us, sir. We hardly hear you.
Power. I think he told some journalists, I'm not speaking to jailbird. And the brother had to actually call Calix George. And he wanted to disassociate himself with his brother. He had nothing to do. And you should have heard how he spoke about that man. So I am not surprised to hear him. And I also need to ask a question. When Mr. Descat said that the money for Sir Arthur, they will be getting the money from Sir Arthur for the school, that how much he was going to pay, he could not say where the money was coming from. But then Mr. Joseph said, you want to know where the money coming from? GPH. So I was wondering what GPH, if GPH meant Guy Personal Holdings.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, we have two people on the WhatsApp line. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead. Hello.
Good afternoon again.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I need for you all to answer a question for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
Not if we win. When we win 17 not, is there anything in place where government put in place where Guy Joseph, Alan Chastney, Bradley cannot escape the country before they pay us our monies?
All right. We don't want to let them know what we're thinking, what's our plans, what's in our mind. Because then, you know what they might do?
All right.
They might try to skip town without even, it's not surrender, they'll surrender.
But I want the thing in place before they skip town.
You don't want to tell them what your plans are, because I'm talking about surrendering honorably, conditionally. What you might do is, instead of surrendering, they'll abscond.
And let's make the 17 not first.
Not only
happen first. Let's make it happen first.
Not only will they not even bother to go for nomination, much less election.
Exactly.
The fellas will abscond. So now you have absolutely nothing and so on. They disappear without
straight flight out on fall air.
So I wouldn't say let's not talk about that.
Well, PJP for 25 more years.
All right. Thank you very much. It seems like you're one of those who stay in with Mr. Pierre.
I had that fall air.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay.
With everything I have.
Okay, we have another call on the other line. Thank you very much. Busy day today. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead. Hello. Hello, landline. You're on the air now. Go ahead. All right. Okay, we have to cut off that one. Let's take the WhatsApp. Hi, Real Issues. Did WhatsApp come? I saw it disappear from the screen.
Anybody traveling along to or from the north today, make sure you pay special attention to the shock roundabouts. That's all I'll say. About 4:30 this afternoon.
Okay, the shock roundabout. Okay. What happened? Cows?
Huh?
Cows?
Maybe.
You're on the air, my friend. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air. Go ahead.
I'm on the air.
Yes, you're on the air already. So stop listening to the radio or whatever you're listening to us on. Speak up a bit like you're far from the phone.
I was one of the
I'm hearing you far and I'm hearing you far and very faint. Put your mouth closer to the
I
phone.
was one of the parents who could not pay my daughter's CSC.
Yeah.
And a little again, she did not write the CSC. It wasn't for a teacher at the school who paid the CSC for her. I was so broken, all alone. I was trying to sell all my jewelry and things for me to pay for my daughter's CSC. And God sent that teacher to do that from back. Now, people have the strength to get CSC paid by the government. Why don't they go and vote? And we're not telling them to sit home because most of them just coming to the places where they have meetings and things just because they're getting free riding. But that day of the election is not that right. It's going in that booth and putting your cross and to vote for the St. Lucia Labour Party because I've seen misery enough. Now my children are grown. Thank God. But other people who are coming up, they have their children. And I pray that they go out there and vote for the St. Lucia Labour Party. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. The man Pokes, you got the line finally.
Yeah, man, what's up?
All right, do this monkey pa upon call. Si ba maka upon call let's screen no le by station link up la. Me no know how the books.
Sorry, no tapos bachi de monasque gato.
Que novelo?
Pato malama.
All right, sa kin ala di do dia.
Well, I Saudia.
Well, ito tama de kulia jol man na ibazodi. Video creator bone. Why? Yes, sir. Right now, all I want to tell all St. Lucians, in as much as we're happy and we're in a good mood, everyone, please make it your duty to go out and vote. This is the time. We ask for it, we get it, go and vote, and then on Monday night, the mood will continue to be red.
Kishu Gavini.
How am I, sir? My pastor, because that top people may was
okay, bro.
Relatively late.
Okay. Ok, frère, nous allons parler encore. Passez un bon restant journée, un bon weekend. All right, we have another call on the landline. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. First time caller here.
Oh, okay.
But
good afternoon.
I heard a clip earlier today where Mr. Shatley said that he believes in giving second chances when it is not to the detriment of the country. But he can't take that for himself. Mr. Shatley, we believe in giving second chances as well, but it must not be to the detriment of the country, the military. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller.
Thank you very much.
E-ringing?
E-ring. I got ring to Joey. I think we're getting another person on the WhatsApp line. Hi, Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, my brother.
And I hope you're doing fine.
Oh, wonderful.
Your call came in like no button e-ring, eh? So even is silent and deadly.
E-ring?
Les autres mon e-ring,
Yo, let me say good afternoon to your listeners. There are two things I want to take up here. Number one, you know I like policy a lot. The country only has one prime minister at a time. And Alan Shastny must understand that. That is something he keeps running over all the time. Now, let me make the big point here.
Mm-hmm.
On nomination day, I want Chanda, I want Stephen King to put objection to nomination of Alan Chastney and what's his name?
Stephen Fevrier.
Stephen Fevrier.
Mm-hmm.
On the ground. They are foreign citizens and the whole allegiance, to other countries. We must do that. That's a must. And thereafter, based on what the returning officer has decided, we must figure a way of taking them to court. We have to establish that, We must establish whether people with foreign passports who have aligned themselves and taken an oath for another power, whether they could run in our elections. And that's my take for the day.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my friend. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Okay, someone called Tekla Stanislas, who I've known since childhood, was trying to call. I think maybe she was trying to get the line and she couldn't. I don't know if I can put her by a microphone, and let's see if I can get Tekla, the invincible one, Stanislas.
I've been trying to get the line.
Okay, well, you got my line now, so you're on the air live.
Okay, hi. I will be in St. Lucia on the 29th.
Mm.
And I need my cap.
You need your what?
Your cap.
I need my cap.
Oh, of course. You'll get your cap and all things red because that's the mood.
Yes, I will be voting for all those who wanted to and they couldn't. So I'm coming to vote for my deceased brother Gregor. I'm voting for my brother John, and I'm voting for my brother Lawrence. Because I know all of them wanted to be, but because of the short time, they cannot.
Okay.
So I will be there.
So you have a special proxy permission to vote multiple times?
I'm voting for all of them.
I know you're voting in Denver South, but let me remind you, this is the place that's closest to Bodile, so Bafa yo meula. Exactly, multiple voting. Okay, so you pon ek meto la na coupe kuma ma connait tout. All right, Tekla, nice hearing from you and looking forward to seeing you, yeah? Okay, all right, good. Okay, we have someone else on the line. Let's see if we can. Yeah, let me just make sure the clip holds it. Caller, go up. Oops. The person gave up just when we got the mic thing sorted out. Sorry about that. Miguel.
It's 1:42. I think did we take the
did we take the break? That should have taken at 1:30.
We did.
Yeah, you don't think so? Yeah, sorry, the whole technical thing trying to resolve preoccupied us so much, but we're having someone on the landline now. Real issues here on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon to this our wonderful red people, man. Red. The mood is
red.
The mood is
red.
That is it, man. Red and ready. And we have to stay focused. Our people must stay focused. I see another guy come there doing a national address with a kind of a dirty cooler blanc scenario and almost want to cry. Now that Josie had said something once about, people tend to want to gravitate to people in that color. And we have all this kind of rhetoric going on there. We want everybody to be on board. That can't work for us. We are predominantly black country, 99%. We're not racist, but we know where our allegiance should be. And the Philip T. administration has shown, without doubt, that they are the persons to represent us. In all areas, touching every life, every demographic, from the unborn child to the oldest person. He has touched life in his politics. He's a great man, super great man. He's touched everybody in St. Lucia. And the choice is clear. And we call it for both from to come on board. Because, this is inevitable. The guy is the person. We must continue the progress that we have. There's hotel development, there's work, there's a lot happening, healthcare, education. The list is unending. So let's make sure that we make the right choice And we're asking the Flambeaus to come on board, because this is not about party. This is about the national pride and national development in itself.
Colin, let me ask you a quick question.
That, you know what I mean, that happens.
Colin, let me ask you a quick question.
The food is red. And Flambeau is dead. Red all the way. I thank you very much.
Miguel wants to ask you something.
Colin. Well, should I be asked? Do you believe that people have already? I mean, we are calling on all Flambeaus to come to our side, but do you like me believe that people have already decided where they're voting? That the majority have decided where they're going to vote?
I honestly think in the mind that there's a consciousness. They're questioning their own consciousness now. Well, I mean, why would you be against yourself? I mean, you know, even the guys. Yesterday I listened to Claudius Emmanuel, Claudius Sprayville. This is a top renowned economist, dissecting the CIP. You know what I mean? And bringing the facts out about it. I think that was clear. If anybody, there was any ambiguity about where we're going with this, the Labour Party government, this guy was very clear and in his deliberations on the CIP. And people should listen to that. All the people should listen to this guy, because he was a former guy who challenged Shah Snake. But you could see he was unbiased. He came there with facts. And the guy's brother, for heaven's sake, is going up, going up in that constituency there. But he was very clear in saying that, you know what I mean, he made this decision from since 2021.
Yeah.
And clearly, you know what I mean, the country is going in the right direction. The guy gave the whole economic situation, all right, the progress that we've had about it. He compared 2019, sorry, to currently, because they want to claim fame and say, well, it's COVID and everything else. But the decline was happening from since 2019. There was a major decline. There was a lot of,
All right.
So the choice is clear. We have 3 years of straight growth. You know, Pierre is focused, is measured, as his brother said. And I mean, what more do you need? The choice is clear. We're sticking with Mr. Pierre.
Thank you very much, Colin. Thank you.
All right. We have another call on the line. Real issues.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Say again.
Hello.
Yes, say again.
Yeah,
no, hold on. Yeah, we have someone else on the other line. Hold on. Yeah, lady, go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah, gentlemen, can you just hold on a while for us, please? Yeah, lady, go ahead.
E-ring.
We ring.
Actually, we are more focused on the people of Derry. So the people of Derry are depending on you. I am very proud of Derry right now.
Not Derry, Mico South. Derry is only one community in Mico South.
Sorry. I stand corrected, Mico South. The people of Mico South, we are depending on you once and for all. We need to get this man out of our politics. We need to get him out. The people of Mico South, we are depending on you all.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. And of course, Mico South is Deriso, Angers, Blanchard, Diga, Lacoville, Tirocher, you know. There's even a little place many people would not know called Anchy. You know, that you pass Blanchard, you take a left turn, you go down, part of it is in a steep hill and so on. You know, there are a lot of the little places, Beauchamp, which is all part of Mico South and so on. Anyway, we have another caller, do we? Hi, Real Issues, you're on the air, sir. Go ahead. Thanks for your patience.
Something on behalf of independent candidates and so on. I suspect, we need somebody to speak on our behalf as well. Because
independent celebration.
More or less, hopeless and what have you. I don't think so.
You want to talk about independent celebrations?
I believe
he said make candidates.
Candidates. By working with the kind of population we have here, we would always need another. We would have always needed another set of people, right? Like people who really want to do something, contribute to their country, and they find it difficult. So there have to be an avenue because in Liquidno, for instance, I'm sure we have you select somebody to represent the party.
Sir, I'm sorry, but we're not hearing you well. You're kind of muffled. So
I'm saying that an election is about to take place. Because, but for a moment of levity, if there are more than one independent candidate in a constituency, right, it should, I mean, the time is short and we have to make use of our intellect and what we feel. But then what we're saying is that the people would like to have, say, like a run-up. So that would include thing in the excitement, you know, in the island politics where we have to dance, but we don't want to be jumping and at the end of the day.
All right. At the end of the day, it's people's freedom, okay? Freedom to express themselves, freedom of speech and so on, okay? So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, you know, independent candidates, multiple ones, and this kind. Any amount of people can contest an election. Once they are proper within the law, they file their nomination papers, they pay the fee and so on. You know, any number of people, once they meet the basic and the qualifying criteria, are not of a very high bar, you know, for someone to contest elections and so on. But we have two callers, I think. Which one do we take first? Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead.
You ringing?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, the lady on the WhatsApp line. You're on the air. Go ahead.
I just want to tell the people of St. Lucia, I want them to be very careful on election day. I was an agent for the St. Lucia People Party, and it's not a joke. You have to be vigilant. You have to go there as a supporter of the St. Lucia People Party and make sure you do the right thing. Be vigilant. They issue ID cards the same day of election. There's a lot of things going on, and I want to tell my people, be careful. Be vigilant. Watch around you. And the people that are going to go and vote, I'm going to say it in Creole again. Sepna, lo kamete tikwa, pa fay pateling la, point town, fay adida bouet la, pa fay paseling la, point town. Et make sure ou prédier, tout le monde prédier avant aller à faire ça au café. Because bon Dieu café nous, il mettait un bon nom pour représenter nous. Et pas qu'Haïti nous. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. Mr. Yeah, the Mister, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Mister. You're on the air, sir. Go ahead.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay.
Forget about that.
But let me tell you something. A question I have. Why would Stephen Favrier tell a friend or a good friend of him that Marcelo Johnson is a misfit? He's like a misfit and he's a misfit.
Marcelo Johnson is what?
A misfit.
Yeah, but how do you know he said that? No. This is hearsay. We have no way of knowing that he said that. No, this is hearsay, and we don't know. He might come and deny it, and it's just you say he said it. He says he doesn't say it. Okay? Yeah. No. This is hearsay, which may well be mischievous and deliberately so. We can't entertain it here. Okay? Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, we are to be very careful with that kind of thing. That Stephen said Marcella is a misfit, you know, he say, she say, you know, and so on, UD and so on.
Yeah,
we don't deal that way.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Yeah, the fundamentals and the strengths and so on are too much, you know, in our favor and on our side for us to resort to things, you know, which are really, you know, low down, you know, below the belt kind of stuff.
Like I said, I like you. I'm not so diplomatic. I want them. Let them go. Don't go nominate yourselves. Go to nomination day. Go.
Yeah.
Go. You know, come fight the battle. Come fight the battle. It's
Well, you know, if they're returning officers and all, we can spare them a little, you know, extra work and so on. And people want to surrender by not going out for the nomination. You know, I mean, come on. It simplifies the process, and at the end of the day, it ensures that, you know, they withdraw themselves. It's always better to withdraw and to evacuate than to be defeated and, you know, this kind of thing, you know. We have another call on the line. Real Issues.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hi, good afternoon to you.
You ring me?
You ring me?
You ring?
I see where you ring.
I am so proud of the Prime Minister.
Speak up a bit for us. Speak up a bit for us.
The black man is very, very, very nice. And he's nice to everybody. Now, people have to be very careful. Because I was in town last week and I took a taxi to come to my home. And the fellow keep on ringing in my ears. Oh, the Labour Party, they say they win already. You don't know where I am, you know. So that's why we have to be very careful. And I was so upset, but I didn't want to tell him anything. And he went to tell me the gas other places are so high, and they're putting it low. And we here, and they send there for the poor people. I say, okay, all right. You know, that's all what I'm saying to him. But I know where I stand for. But people have to be very, very, very careful.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? For them to tell people about, because you don't know where you are. You know, they don't know where you are, so they're saying anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So people have to be very careful.
All right.
You know where you are.
Thank you.
The star, you know, it's like you know where you have to.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. Don't try to make it extra big because you want to be emphatic and don't press the pencil so hard on the paper that you tear the paper with the pencil and all of that. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate your
be encouraged.
Yeah. Thank you. We have another call on the WhatsApp line. Hi, caller. Real issues.
Hi. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
Good afternoon. Yeah. Good afternoon to you.
Bell Larrington, sir. What's your name? Earring. Madung. You pay. Good night, gentlemen. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
All right. Good afternoon.
Have a good day.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, you know, a caller a while ago, it's not only people don't know, those who don't know where your political allegiance or somewhat lies.
There's some who know.
When they do and they want to try to push you.
Yeah.
Next caller.
They want to take the exact cue, you know?
Yeah.
You're on the air, caller. Real issues. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, you're on the air. Go ahead.
This is President Manuel.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Monchai. There's something wrong with that line, you know. Yeah, the landline, I can hardly understand you. Sorry about that. You kind of muffled. Are you using speakerphone or something like that?
Okay.
Take out the speakerphone and hold the phone close and speak directly in the phone.
Okay, can you hear me now?
A little, but not much better.
Okay, Sheldon. The Shafi said he's a changed man now?
That's what he said. He's a different man than he was in 2021.
So that's the only thing you're doing. You know what you're doing very well then, right?
I don't know. He's 4 years older for sure.
And now you're not going to be a changed man even the money to be? So that means you're listening? Something not right, my brother. We still need Mr. Pierre. My brother, have a nice day.
All right, thanks. You as well. All right, you wanted to say something a little earlier, Buto, or you?
No, I was just saying, I was just saying that they try to goad you. It's something, a recurring theme that they know where your allegiance lies, but they try to make outrageous statements to try to goad you into taking them on.
Yeah.
Now, I've gone past that point. I do it again. Gone past that point.
The Viewfort North Red Movement, tomorrow, Friday. Well, not tomorrow, today, Friday, November 14th. Starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Yeah, 4 p.m. The route or the place, Tetmon in Peru. All right, so that's one place where we can look at Tetmon in Peru. So there's a Tetmon in Choiseul and a Tetmon in Viewfort North.
There's also Cebu should make Mico North, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I know that one. Yeah. We have some of the flyers that we wanted to put up on the line. So I don't know if we can put that up, Jaquan, so that people can see them. Let's see. There's a whistle stop, which is scheduled for tomorrow, Saturday, November 15th, starting 6 p.m. at the Badi Chaussee Court, and also the Lacwa Gap, that's in Castries Southeast. And it will, of course, feature Lisa Jawahi alongside Prime Minister and political leader Philip J. Pierre. And they're saying, bring along your whistles and wear your Vote Lisa shirt, all right? It ends in a joint public meeting at the Lacwa Gap with Dr. Ernest Hilaire, who is, of course, the candidate for the deputy political leader of the party, deputy prime minister, and also the candidate for Castries South, and Prime Minister Philip Joseph Pierre alongside Ms. Jawahi, all right? We have other messages, text messages, but we won't be able to get into all of them. Reno Gajada, I think, has posted something on his Facebook page that the first 3 containers of medical equipment arrived and cleared this morning and on the way to St. Jude Hospital.
Yes, aye.
With some luck, we should get the balance, as we have requested special consideration as they are stuck in the transshipment ports. We also have the Castries East calendar of meetings. Of course, the Prime Minister, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, is the one who is representing the governing Labour Party, of which he is the political leader. And by the way, he's still Prime Minister. I told you that already, okay? He's no longer, at the present,
He's still
the
Prime Minister.
MP for the constituency, because Parliament has been dissolved. All, MP positions, you can basically say that they are no longer in existence as we speak, but he's still the Prime Minister. The executive doesn't get dissolved or prorogued. The cabinet, it continues. All right, so he's still Prime Minister, and it goes without saying he's political leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party. They have Thursday, November 13th. That should be a mistake, right?
So
what's today's date?
Today is
the 14th.
the
14th, right? So, if they have something that would have been last night, okay? So it's not incorrect. It was at the campaign office. But on Tuesday, November 18th at Shinnickers Gap entrance in Bacatel. On Tuesday the 20th, Pave on the flat. On Monday the 24th, the Two Rouge, that was Thursday, Pave on the flat. On Monday the 24th at the Two Rouge car park. On Tuesday the 25th, Arundel Hill, 4 Road. Wednesday the 26th, Ravin Shabot campaign office. On Thursday the 27th, Rockhall Court area. Saturday the 29th, the constituency office. And on Sunday, November 30th, the day before the day, right? Yeah, a whistle stop around the constituency.
I'm looking forward to nomination day.
Yes, for sure.
It's like a big carnival. The last one, let me tell you, that was my first experience in the news. It's like a big carnival. Kenson, I'll be there.
Okay. All right. Real Issues powered by Blue Waters. We've come to an end. Thank you so very much, Miguel, for sitting with me.
Having me
in the absence of Terry. Thanks very much, Jaquan. It was a challenging day, but I think we came up in the end quite well. Even better than on days where the equipment is not acting up and giving us trouble. Thank you very much, everyone, for having kept us company for another week. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and your weekend safely. And all things equal, God willing, we'll be doing this again for another cycle of 5 days from Monday. Shelton Daniel for The Real Issues powered by Blue Waters, signing out.
The voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real Issues, 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM